Okay, look at here, continuation. Continuation is a solubility. Okay, na? Solubility. First of all, I am taking the beaker. This beaker containing the solvent. Okay, na? The beaker containing the solvent. Here I am taking specified amount of solvent. Specified amount of solvent. To this solvent I am adding the solute or substance. Okay, na? I am adding the solute or substance. Okay, now here I am taking the maximum amount of solute. Okay, now it can be also considered as a substance. Okay, now sometimes the book may maintain, okay, now the maximum amount of substance that can be dissolved. Okay, now the maximum amount of substance or solute that can be dissolved in specified amount of solvent at specific temperature is known as solubility. Okay, look at here, the solute is there. Solute is going to dissolve in solvent. At what extent solute is dissolved in a solvent is considered as a solubility. Okay, now here I am writing the definition. Look at here, what is considered as a solubility? Solubility is the maximum amount of solute is maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in, okay, na, maximum amount of solute. Okay, na, here maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in which one? Specified amount of solvent. Specified amount of solvent at specific temperature. At specific temperature is known as a solubility. Okay, na? Look at here. For example, here I am taking the substance or solute is a NaCl. Sodium chloride is the solute. Okay, na? Here solvent is water. Okay, here in a beaker I am taking water. To this water I am adding the NaCl. At what extent NaCl is dissolved in water is considered as a solubility of NaCl, or solubility of that substance, or solubility of that solute. Okay, na? It is considered as a solubility. And here in this chapter mainly we are talking about the solubility of liquid solutions. Solubility of liquid solutions. Okay, here liquid solutions. Okay, liquid solutions means here solid in liquid. Three types are there: solid in liquid, and second one is the gas in liquid. I am maintaining the order. Okay, na, textbook order. Okay, right here third one, liquid in liquid. Okay, na? Right. Here first we are talking about the solubility of solid in liquid. Next we are talking about the solubility of gas in liquid. Okay, now first of all I am taking the solubility of solid in liquid. Okay, now first of all you have to note it down. continuation. First one, okay na, first one, solubility of solid in liquid. Solubility of solid in liquid. Okay now, first of all, I am taking the beaker. Okay now, to this beaker I am adding the liquid solvent. To this liquid solvent I am adding the solid solute. Okay now, first of all, when, okay now, here when the solid solute is added to the liquid solvent, solute slowly dissolves. This is the first one. Okay now, here I am adding the solid solute. I am adding the solid solute to the liquid solvent. At that time, here solid solute slowly dissolves in liquid solvent. That is the first one. And next one, second one. Okay, here the solid solute particles are entering into the, okay, solid solute particles are slowly entering into the liquid solvent. Okay na, the solid solute particles entering into the liquid solvent. Okay na, liquid solvent. Next one, what happened? Next one, the concentration of the solution gradually increases. That is the third one. The concentration of the solution gradually increases. Why? Because of here the solute increases in solvent, the concentration of the solution gradually increases. And here the solid solute dissolved in liquid solvent, that is considered as a dissolution. Okay, I am putting the heading dissolution. What is considered as a dissolution? Dissolution is nothing but the process of solid solute dissolved in liquid solvent, or the process of dissolving the solute in solvent is considered as a dissolution. I am writing the definition. The process of dissolving solute in solvent is known as okay na, star is nothing but dissolution. Okay na, the process of dissolving solute in solvent is known as a dissolution. Okay na, here some solid particles are, okay na, dissolved in which one? Okay na, liquid solvent. That process is considered as a dissolution. But here what happened, here the solid particles are there. Okay na, these are solid particles. Here the solid solute particles, okay na, the solute particles are collide with each other. Okay na, they are collide with each other. Okay na, here the solid solute particles are collide with other solute particles. At that time, some of the solute particles are separated out of the solution. They get separated out of the solution. The process is considered as a crystallization. Okay, I am writing the next heading. The heading is the crystallization. what is considered as a crystallization. Okay, crystallization means some solute particles in solution may collide with other solute particles. Okay, na? Other solute particles, and some of them separated. Okay, na? Some of them get separated. Out of solution. Solution is known as star is nothing but crystallization. Okay, na? Here some of the solute particles are collide with each other. At that time, okay, na, they are get separated out of the solution. For example, I am taking the watch glass. Okay, na? Watch glass. In watch glass, here I am taking the liquid. Liquid is considered as a solvent. Okay, na? Solvent. To the solvent, I am adding the which one? I am adding the solid solute. Okay, na? Solute. Okay, na? Next, here what happened? The solute particles are slowly dissolving in a solvent. Okay, na? That time the dissolution process occur. After dissolution, the crystallization occur. Look at here. Here some particles of solutes collide with each other. At that time, they get separated out of solution. Okay, na? The process is known as a crystallization. Here, solubility of solid in a liquid case. The two phenomena are occur. Okay, na? First one is the dissolution. Second one is the crystallization. Okay, na? First one is the dissolution. Second one is the crystallization. Two processes occur. Solid in liquid solutions, especially solubility of solid in liquid solutions. The dissolution and crystallization, both processes occur, and these both processes are opposite processes. Okay, na? The dissolution and crystallization both are opposite processes. Here, the rate of the dissolution is become equal to rate of the crystallization. At that time, the solution, okay, na, the system or solution attains dynamic equilibrium. Okay, na? The solution attains what? Dynamic equilibrium. Okay, na? It can be written in an equation form. Okay, na? I am writing here heading dynamic equilibrium. What is considered as a dynamic equilibrium? Okay, na? The rate of dissolution become equal to rate of crystallization. At that time, the system attains the dynamic equilibrium. The system attains the dynamic equilibrium or dynamic equilibrium established in a solution. Okay, na? Equilibrium. Okay, na? Here at that time the reaction, okay, na? solute plus solvent gives rise to, okay, na? This is the equilibrium symbol. Okay, na? Equilibrium symbol. The solute plus solvent is equal to solution. But here what happened? The first one is the dissolution. This is the dissolution. First one is the dissolution. Second one is the crystallization. You look at here the forward direction. Here solute slowly dissolved in solvent to forming the solution. Here dissolution occur after, okay, na, the solution containing the solute particles are collide with each other, and the solute particles are get separated out from the solution. Okay na? Here at a dynamic equilibrium condition, the concentration of the solution is constant. Concentration of the solution is the constant. Okay na? How, sir? The concentration of the solution, how it is constant? Here why? Because of here look at here, at a dynamic equilibrium, number of solute particles are entering into the solvent is equal to number of solute particles are separated out from the solution. Look at here carefully. Okay na? First process, dissolution, number of particles are dissolved into the solution. Next one, crystallization, number of particles are separated out of the solution, both are equal. For example, 10 number of particles are entering into the solution and 10 number of particles are separated out from the solution. Okay na? The resultant is the concentration of solution is 0, remain constant. It remain constant. Okay na? Okay. Here the system attains dynamic equilibrium. The concentration of solution remain constant. Okay now here such a solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at given conditions of temperature and pressure is known as saturated solution. I am writing here saturated solution. Okay, next one is the saturated solution. What is considered as a saturated solution? Okay, now the solution attains the dynamic equilibrium. The concentration of the solution remain constant. Here at that time, such a solution in which no more solute. Here I am taking the solution. Okay, now solvent. Here the system or solution attain the dynamic equilibrium. At that time, such solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at a given set of conditions of temperature and pressure is known as a saturated solution. No more solute is soluble or no more solute is dissolved. Okay na? Here that is considered as a which one? Saturated solution. Okay. Next one, unsaturated solution. Which is considered as unsaturated solution? Here same, such a solution in which some more okay na, some more solute can be dissolved at a given condition of temperature is known as this one is the unsaturated solution. Okay, right.